Let's take a minute to talk about hard work. Um, Hard work is kind of like exercise for me because, well, exercise is hard work in my opinion, but it's something that I know I should be doing and I just can't get myself to do it. But once I do and I complete it, I feel a lot better. That's what hard work is in most cases, because usually hard work ends up being productive and it's something you should be doing. Um, the thing is, cognitively and developmentally and really evolutionarily, humans don't like to do hard work. I don't know if you've noticed. We will avoid it if at all possible. Actually, our brains try to find shortcuts away from thinking, which can be really hard work, to just reacting. And sometimes we try to find ways around actually completing what we know we should complete. Maybe this comes in the form of an excuse or procrastination or whatever it may be. I'm sure you recognize it sometimes in yourself, but certainly in your students. Sometimes this is a good thing because it can lead to inventions or things that make our lives better because we find better, more efficient ways to do things. But sometimes those inventions end up just enabling our laziness. I just saw recently two things that really point this out. For one, there's a banana slicer on Amazon.com whereby you peel your banana, put it in this plastic contraption and press down and it slices your banana. Because we all know that slicing a banana takes incredible amounts of time and effort and we must buy a contraption to do it for us. Or worse than that, I just saw an ice cream cone contraption whereby you put your ice cream in its cone and put the entire sweet goodness into a contraption that spins the cone and thereby the ice cream so your tongue can remain stable and you can lick the ice cream evenly so it doesn't drip all over you like we all know happens. When did we get so lazy that we can't lick our own ice cream cones at our own pace and move our wrists and our tongue to do so? The point is, we avoid things many times because it's hard work. And so we need to recognize this in our students. You should ask yourself, in every class, particularly when we're talking about the importance of literacy in the content areas, are my students succeeding without reading? Is that possible? Because if they are, that means there is a crack in the class, in the coursework, in what's required, that they can grab a hold of and hold on to. If they don't have to do the hard work, and reading's hard work, many times your contents, I hate to break it to you, aren't particularly enjoyable for all students. They're not particularly engaging or enthralling or interesting to every student. But we know they're important, and if they have to go home and read a dry textbook that they don't particularly find interesting, that's hard work. And if there's any way they can find a way around it, our human brains will search. Many times, and I'm sure you've noticed this, your students will spend more time finding a way around something than it would take if they just buckled down and did it. It's the same way. We spend hours online looking up diets and the newest fad, and we spend money on pills and surgeries or whatever it may be in terms of being quote-unquote healthy for weight loss, when if we just devoted 30, 45 minutes a day to the hard work of exercise, maybe we would get the results we wanted. But it's hard, and we try to find ways around it. So notice that in your class. Who's modifying whose behavior? I mean, when it comes down to it, when students come to us with these bad behaviors, these bad habits of trying to find a way to succeed without actually reading, at the end of that class, at the end of that course, did we modify their behavior so that now they can execute what we ask them to do and succeed because they're more accomplished readers? Or did they modify what we ask of them so they can continue to succeed without reading?